Rabbits, they can be pets, but also wild animals. But what is it about that? What's unique? How are they similar? We were curious, so we did some research. And these are the top 10 interesting facts about rabbits that we discovered.
And probably the most interesting fact is that in the UK, rabbits are actually banned on some ferries. Legend has it that rabbits were being transported for food and they actually chewed through the hull of 17th century ships, which resulted in the death of a ton of sailors. So to this day, you cannot bring your rabbit with you if you're traveling across the English Channel on the Brittany ferry for this reason, because they're afraid that your rabbit is gonna eat through their boat, basically.
Oh my goodness. And thinking about that, we picture rabbits at this certain size, but one of the interesting things we found is that they come in quite a variety of sizes. So the smallest one is a pygmy, which is a little less than a pound. But there is a very large rabbit called a Flemish giant, and they can reach 2.5 feet and up to 22 pounds. That's huge. And it's a rabbit.
Yes. And if you want your mind to be blown, just Google it and look at all the pictures because it's
Hmm.
crazy. It's great. And in addition to just their sizes, they can also see almost 360 degrees, which is, thinking about being a human, we have pretty limited
Wow.
vision. So that's pretty incredible. But as powerful as their vision is later on, they are actually born with their eyes shut, and it takes about 7 days for them to actually open their eyes. So for the first week of their life, they're essentially blind.
And another interesting fact about things on their head are their ears. So their ears can turn 270 degrees. If you think about that, it's like it's more than being able to do a 180, right? It's beyond that, a full 270 degrees, but it allows them to detect threats that, might be approaching even from as far as 2 miles away.
And their ears can also help regulate their body temperature. The bigger they are, the better, because more surface area allows more body heat to escape. So that's why your rabbit or your bunny has big ears.
And then there's their teeth. So rabbits' teeth are like our fingernails. They never stop growing. Hence the need for rabbits to always be chewing and sort of us having that stereotype of thinking of bunnies and always chewing. It's because their teeth never stop growing, so they have to chew.
Yes, they need to eat for a reason constantly. I wish that was true for me
I know.
sometimes. But a little bit different of a direction, kind of a gross one, is that they actually eat their own poop, but it's good for them. It's actually an essential part of their diet, and they create a special kind of poop called cecotropes, and it's softer than normal, so it's easier for them to be eaten by the rabbit that created them, or maybe even another rabbit. And the reason for this is that they have a really fast moving digestive system, so redigesting their waste actually gives them a second shot at getting some of those nutrients from what they ate the first time around.
And while thinking about eating poop might make us feel like we have to vomit, rabbits are actually incapable of vomiting. Their digestive tracts don't move in reverse, they don't have a gag reflex. And their stomach muscles actually aren't even strong enough to contract the way you would need to in order to vomit. So they're vomit free.
And a little less gross, let's talk carrots. So carrots are something that a lot of people associate it with rabbits or bunnies, but it's actually a myth that they're good for rabbits. They're high in sugar and they should only really be fed occasionally, so they're really a special treat. So don't listen to Bugs Bunny, who loves to, eat and chomp on his carrot. Just give it occasionally as a special treat.
And one of the interesting things that we found, because we call rabbits, especially when they're pets, bunnies, we think of them when they're little as being bunnies, bunny rabbits, but baby rabbits are actually called kittens. Bunnies are just small rabbits, but not babies.
Yeah, that's crazy. And a bonus fact is
Mm.
that hares, often confused with rabbits, are actually totally different species. They're generally larger, though probably not for that giant rabbit we talked about earlier.
Mhm.
But instead of also burrowing like rabbits do, hares build nests instead.
So those are some fun facts that we learned about rabbits and a bonus one, 10 and a bonus. So what do you know? Do you have a fact or maybe a myth that you can share with us? Comment below and tell us, or tell us something that you learned so that we can do a little research and expand our knowledge of fun facts about rabbits.
And if you love watching short videos just like this one about pets and other animals that you love, then be sure to subscribe to our channel.